The investment opportunity, an impact investment that helps aging seniors and makes a lot of money. Most aging baby boomers need cash to fund retirement. It's an enormous untapped and unmet investment opportunity. There is $7.1 trillion in U.S. home equity for age 70 plus homeowners. And between 8% to 21% is an addressable market according to a Federal Reserve study. The U.S. market size is between $568 billion to nearly $1.5 trillion. And the international opportunity is even larger than in the U.S. We believe that HomeIntrust's design will appeal to the $6 trillion in family offices and the $31.9 trillion in U.S. retirement plans. Operational revenues and profits. The operations are managed by the real estate fund, which owns 100% of the acquired home shares. HomeIntrust Management is the 10% managing member of the real estate fund. HomeIntrust Management receives 3% of the home fair market value advanced at each closing for operating expenses, and 10% of the net sale proceeds at each death, less the 3% previously advanced. Its net profit margin from cash flows averages 65%, and revenues are tax-free. The HomeIntrust Real Estate Inheritance Fund, LLC, receives 90% of the net sale proceeds at each death, plus the 3% previously advanced to the management company. The average IRR is 18% or more. Revenues are tax-free as well, and the charitable deductions are passed through to the investors. The crossover point. HomeIntrust's financial advantage is best illustrated by the crossover point analysis that compares HomeIntrust to reverse mortgages. The reverse mortgage loan balance rises over time as it accrues compound interest expense. Assume the home grows in value at 3% a year. HomeIntrust collects the full value of home equity in every contract, a much larger premium than its competitors. As the loan balance rises, it will intersect the home value at the crossover point. At that point, the reverse mortgage can only collect the lesser of the loan balance or the home value and write off additional interest. HomeIntrust puts more home equity to work than any reverse mortgage. There is more for investors, more for homeowners, and more for nonprofits. There are two main drivers that determine the IRR of each contract: life expectancy and appreciation. The analysis calculates both variables within one standard deviation to determine the range of IRRs. Calculating the IRRs using one standard deviation shows the following. An average IRR of 18.5% is expected, which is one standard deviation or 68% of the time. Growth by appreciation gradually grows the IRR as expected. However, mortality has a very strong immediate effect. Early and late terminations have a very dramatic effect on the IRR. Growth in IRRs from appreciation happens over time. The effect on IRR from appreciation is gradual and uncertain. But growth in the IRRs from death are sudden. The mortality effects on IRR are increasingly predictable and large. As expected, mortality is the paramount determinant of IRR in the HomeIntrust design. HomeIntrust's design places itself right in the middle and at the right time to meet this expanding, unmet demographic imperative. HomeIntrust's clientele is expected to essentially mirror the demographic of reverse mortgages, or those in need of financial, housing, and medical assistance. With the improvements in technology, retirement is now so lengthy that the ability to finance the decline to end of life is increasingly daunting. Seniors at this point of time are expected to be a large majority of our customer base. HomeIntrust cannot underwrite for health and must assume standard health for all ages. There are numerous studies that confirm that once people decline to the point of requiring financial, housing, or medical assistance, the rate of decline begins to accelerate to mortality of around 2 or 3 times the female mortality rate. The large early financial premium model designed by HomeIntrust can help protect and finance homeowner retirement in comfort, grow charitable endowments across the country, and incent impact investors with significant financial returns to invest in solving this imminent international dilemma.